Chloe.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, okay, so we are, and it's so loud, but we're gonna try and get this interview done. Very special interview. You are a team manager for what is it called?
For the South African Endurance Series racing team, so it is a national racing series. It's long endurances, 4 hours, 6 hours, and 9 hours across the country.
Okay, so how did you get involved in this industry? I know, but tell my viewers how you got involved.
So my dad has been involved in racing from little baby, and he actually raced the day after I was born. My mom was still in hospital with me, and my dad was racing. So there was no way I was not going to be involved in this. From as soon as I could hold a spanner, I was spannering and changing tires and refueling. And my mom's also really been involved with my dad's racing.
Yes.
So from when we were little, my mom and I and my sister were all in the garage, all helping my dad get the car ready. My little sister and I were like washing the cars, making sure they look good. So I've always been involved.
So what does a team manager actually do?
It is a lot of planning and organizing, but I think I do a bit more than that. I'm still part of the pit crew, so packing the car, making sure we have everything, helping my dad race prep the car, unpacking, loading the pits, and then when the race actually starts, it's a lot of strategy, a lot of making sure we pit at the right time, seeing what our competition's doing, trying to match what they're doing, trying to make the right calls, and also just being a good support. It's a tough thing to race for over an hour in an endurance race for one stint. So just being on the radio and encouraging the drivers, and maybe telling them to hurry up a little bit if we have to. And just a big support.
So your dad said something to me yesterday about you actually, going ahead and telling the drivers on the road like how fast to go and how. Tell me about that.
It is pretty fun to be able to tell my dad to hurry up a bit. So endurance racing is very different to sprint racing. It's not just get out and go as fast as you can. It's you have to look after the car. 4 hours is a long time for a car to be driving. And it's trying to time our pit stops when our competition has already pitted or maybe just before. So we have to maintain our fuel because we try and use the least amount of pit stops that we can. So trying to tell them to maybe slow it down a bit so we can conserve fuel, and maybe if our competition's right behind us, then they must get on a bit so we can maintain our position.
Right. And so, Chloe, what really makes you excited in terms of being in the pits, and what inspires you, to just or motivates you to motivate them? You've got to be in the right frame of mind in order to motivate this team. How do you do it, and why?
I absolutely love motorsports, but more importantly, I love being able to support my dad and my now boyfriend. I love being able to help them achieve their passions, and I love being able to be part of it. And even though I'm not behind the wheel, I still feel like I'm part of the racing, and just being able to help them and see the smiles on their faces when they get out the car. And it's a lot of work that goes into it, but if it goes well, it's so worth it.
Right. So not all of my followers or those that are interested in motorsport have Colin as their dad. So if they want to get involved in motorsport, and especially be a team manager one day like you are, how can they go about doing this?
Please come watch our racing. It's so much fun. It really is. It's exciting stuff. Our next race is in PE, and we're actually going to have Good Luck and Jesse Clegg perform after our race.
Wow.
So it's a lot of fun. Come watch it. Come smell the smells, hear the amazing sounds, come meet the people. Everybody in this industry, we're doing it as a hobby, and we want to share our passion with people. So we love being able to talk about it and being able to try and help people, and just come be involved. As soon as you are here, you are part of it.
Well, you're my inspiration because I would absolutely love to be in those pits day in and day out. And someone's got to do my job, and just keep doing what you're doing. Keep being the inspiration to so many young women, because we need that. We need that, and I thank you so much for being here. Viewers, we would like to thank you for your continued support and encourage you to like and share our content. Our non-profit companies, the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, powered by MFC and Evo by Nedbank, and the Talk Studios, sponsored by Sariti Solutions and Evo by Nedbank, are platforms aimed at empowering, uplifting, and celebrating the women of motoring South Africa. We are not just telling stories, we are changing lives. If you are searching for a new or pre-owned vehicle, please visit www.auto.evo.africa. We have a wide range of vehicles on sale for you to choose from, and we only advertise on behalf of reliable and trustworthy MFC accredited dealerships. This car listing portal is user-friendly, and you can also find vehicle reviews, car maintenance tips, and automotive advice, all courtesy of Talk Studio. Ladies, listening is an attitude of the heart, and the most successful people I have known are the ones who do more listening than talking, except for me, of course. Remember that hearing is listening to what is said, and listening is hearing what isn't said. The reason I'm saying all of this is because it's so important. If you want to be like Chloe, you need to be able to educate yourself in terms of whatever it is that she's doing. The biggest communication problem is we do not listen to understand. We listen to reply. We think we listen, but very rarely do we listen with real understanding or true empathy. So remember, that the difference between hearing and listening is paying attention. Like I said, it is very important for me to say this because many of our followers have been writing into us and have been talking about wanting or getting interested in our in our industry, but the advice that we are giving out is not really registering that you've got to follow certain protocol to be in these positions. So educate yourself and be brave. And now, as always, I'd like to remind you that the question should never be who's going to let me